Did you know by the time you're 70, you could lose up to a quarter of your muscle? Our next guest wants to stop this from happening.
My name is Patricia, and I'm 58 years old. I was extremely active until I suffered a back injury about 5 years ago. I was barely able to walk, and I found it difficult to make meals because I couldn't be on my feet more than 15 minutes at a time. As a result, I lost muscle mass. Well, I'm slowly recovering, but I still don't have much of an appetite. But I'm wondering how I can get my strength and muscle mass back.
Patricia is here with us today, and also joining us is physician Dr. Paul Wischmeyer. Everyone loses muscle naturally, but it starts to be a bigger issue when you're experiencing a health event, right?
Absolutely. You can lose 8% of your muscle mass for every decade you are over 40, and when you're over 70, it's even worse. 15% of your muscle mass can be lost. But getting sick or prolonged bed rest can contribute to even more severe muscle loss, something we call sarcopenia, which is the most severe form of muscle loss. I was in the best shape of my life, but then suddenly a year ago I had a big operation. After this operation, I lost 40 pounds in 17 days.
This obviously can lead to a prolonged or slower recovery, hospital readmission, and even mortality. Decrease in muscle strength can also affect our balance and the ability to perform everyday normal tasks.
Even simple things like going up the stairs, getting out of a chair, because when you've lost a lot of muscle mass, it can feel like you're walking around all day with this heavy weighted jacket on, and makes the simple things in life nearly impossible to do.
There are 3 easy tips. So tip number 1, as soon as you're able, get active again. You need to build that muscle back as soon as possible. And Patricia, that's what you've been attempting, right?
Yes, I was out trying to walk through the pain, and I've been working up my distances. Recently, I've worked into getting into squats.
I know it's hard when you first start back. It was hard for me too. Muscles are weak. It's really a struggle, but you got to stick with it. And perhaps getting a trainer to help you work through the best ways to do the exercises, that's the best way to recover.
Weights or resistant bands do increase muscle strength and endurance. This can be useful for both preventing and treating muscle loss as you get older. So let's move on to tip number 2, which is to soak up sun and reap the benefits of vitamin D to ward off vitamin D deficiency.
We are finding that vitamin D is vital to recovering muscle and to having your muscle function correctly. And many of us in the United States are deficient. We don't get enough in our diets, and so we need to be taking in more.
And our last tip involves diet. You have to eat right, and you have to add high-quality protein. Dietary protein is made up of amino acids, and they have been shown to preserve and rebuild muscle after muscle loss. So staying active, getting the right amount of calories, protein, vitamins, and nutrients in our diet can and will maintain strength and function.
It's hard to take in enough protein and enough of the key nutrients we need in our diet. After you're sick, you don't always feel like eating. One of the nutrition shake I really like is Ensure Alive. It's a high-protein nutrition shake to help rebuild muscle. One of its unique ingredients is HMB. HMB works with protein to help preserve muscle. The drink also supports bone, heart, immune, and digestive health with things like vitamin D and other key antioxidants.
Drinking a nutritional shake sounds like an easy option for me.
It's recommended that we have protein throughout the day, and be sure to pair it with a healthy diet in general and a good exercise plan. Patricia, best of luck. And for others who are dealing with muscle loss or caring for someone who is, you can go to ensure.com/enlive for more information. Dr. Wischmeyer, thanks.
Thank you.
You still look pretty good to me.
We're trying.
We will be right back.